Hello. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a profile picture. By the way, this is made on After Effects, so you can't make it on your phone or any other editing app. This is only After Effects. For TikTok or whatever, this will be for After Effects, but you can do any editing thing. So for example, this is my current one. That's After Effects in the backs. Open up a new project, composition, and you want to do 1080 by 1080 width and height, and then you can just do duration, whatever, resolution full, but yeah. So you have a square, right? And then you want to grab your picture. Alright, so I'm going to use this picture. Make sure it is, fit on the outside. Next, you want to go ahead and grab your overlay, the background. So this one and this one. Also, these overlays and pretty much this entire tutorial is from somebody else, but I have made a few adjustments. I'll leave their YouTube channel in the description, but basically, yeah, and I'll also leave a link to these both in the description for you to download. First off, you want to know H is your hand tool, G is your pen tool. So you kind of want to have your two of your fingers just kind of interchanging between the two, so you can easily change. So you kind of scroll, pen, yeah. Alright, so basically you just want to do an outline around here with the pen tool. You want to make it pretty accurate, so it looks good, but if it doesn't have to be perfect, because I'll show why later. So yeah, I just want to do that real quick. And then with the hair, sometimes, you just want to get pretty accurate. Don't leave too many, don't get every single strand of hair, because then it's just gonna, have too much of the background, and it's just gonna not look good. So just get the general, cluster of hair, but don't get these strands out here, because then most of it's just the white background and you can't really cut it out. So, but it'll still look good. It'll still look good. Alright, so once you have that cut out, if there's any holes you need to cut out too in the middle, like this for instance, you can just go all around like this. And then you want to set, you can press M, click on the layer, press M. You want to go to these two, so what, pink and orange, and you want to turn these to subtract. So, duplicate that. Press M on your keyboard again, get rid of all these masks, just press delete, and then, yeah. So, next, you want to get whatever logo you're doing. So for me, it's going to be After Effects. This is also going to be in the folder too. And basically, you're going to put scale up to 100, or not to 100, but you want to make it fill the screen. And then pre-compose it. Move all attributes and checkmark that. Press OK. Double click on the pre-comp. Now is where you want to choose your color. So here's the thing. You can either do two colors, separate colors, or you can kind of just do, purple with a lighter shade of purple up here, or blue with a lighter shade of blue. You can do either one. So for me, I'm going to do two different colors, but if you just want to do one, you can just skip ahead. Alright, so if you're going to do two colors, you want to basically just outline the entire thing. The AE part and then the border. So, to start, you want to go around the outside of this box here. Don't close it up here. Once you get all those corners done, you're going to bring it back up here to this line here. You should bring it to the side here and then do the inside. Then once you're on the inside, you just want to bring it back as close as you can to this, and then as close as you can to this, and then just connect it to the beginning. And I forgot to mention this, you want to duplicate the layer and then delete, or have no masks on the bottom one, but on the top one you have that. So now, again, you want to do that for the letters too. Alright, so now that you have all of that cut out, you want to open or press M for masks, and then you see the green one in the middle of the A, that little triangle, you want to turn that to subtract, and that one in the middle of the E, you want to turn that one to subtract. And now you should have, if you make this layer invisible, you should have just the border and AE. So you're going to type in change to color in the effects and presets. Drop it on both of these, top and bottom layer. And basically, you're going to click. So this top one is for the border and the AE. So you want to do eyedropper tool and then that color. And then for the bottom one, eyedropper tool and then the middle color. And then you're going to do hue and saturation. But maybe lightness later, depending on the color. Maybe hue, saturation, and lightness. So, I mean, you can do any color you want. Some of them I correspond with, like, something in the photo. For instance, blue and yellow corresponds to the shirt. So, but it really doesn't. Because, I mean, sometimes it just... And if there's just nothing to correspond to, like, there's not much color here other than, you know, orange, but... You can always change this, though. So if you can't come up with a color right now and you just want to see it, then you can just do this any color you want, and you can change it later. Alright, so for this color, I'm going to do yellow and blue, just like the other one I did. And then the main color, you want to just do blue. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and pre-compose those, or search in effects and presets gradient, and you should see the colorize sunset gradient. And start of ramp, you want to do the top right corner, and then bottom ramp or end of ramp, you can't change it. But alright, so once you move this start ramp, you want to do start color white, end color black. Alright, so next you want to grab CC light. You're gonna grab light sweep, put that on here, put it in the middle, go up here to direction, type in 45, and you can do sharp or linear. I prefer sharp, but you don't want to do smooth. You can change the light sweep color to anything. I might just do a lighter blue, or maybe if you want to do like a secondary color, like a yellow, I think that's what I want to do. And now, if you go back to your original comp and scale the size down, you can kind of do that. You can do the scale and rotation, whatever, however you want to do it, sorry. So, that's what I'm going to do. And now, you should be done with this. But if you only did one color, I'm going to show you how to do that too. So, you want to start off with this, turn up the scale to 100, or not 100, but you want to make it fit. Pre-compose that. Move all attributes and adjust composition, duration, whatever. And then open this up. All you have to do for this one is just hue/saturation, and you can turn up the saturation a bit, but basically just gonna grab this number and just turn it until you find the color that you like. So for instance, if I want blue, I can do kind of a blue here, and then turn down or up the saturation. Turn lightness up if I want a really light blue. If you kind of want blue and white, or if you want like a dark blue, really dark blue, you can turn the lightness down. This is a lot easier, but you only get one color, obviously. So, for example, I'm just gonna do this, and you want to pre-compose that gradient in the colorized sunset gradient. You're gonna drag that on here. Start color is gonna be white. End color is going to be black. Move this start ramp, this X position, the first one, move that over to the right, to the top right corner here, this little dot. And you should have a gradient. It's kind of cool. You're going to type in CC Light Sweep, drag that onto here, put it in the middle, direction 45. Go ahead and close these. Sharp or linear. I prefer sharp, but don't do smooth because it just doesn't look good. Light color, obviously you can do like a blue or a light blue, something like that, and that'll kind of give it a nice metallic look. And then once you can go back into your main comp, S for scale, you can scale it down, R for rotation, change the rotation, and then you can just drag it. Once you have your After Effects logo, you want to go back to project, and you want to grab this overlay. Now, this is where you want to make sure you do the right thing. So, this little background stuff, if you want any color, you want to do the black background, this one. Okay? Up to scale, so you can see it. You're gonna put it in between the After Effects logo and the bottom layer, right? But if you want a black firework kind of thingy, you need to do this one with the main white background. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one over with, just to show the example if you do want a black color. And you can skip to the next part if you do not want a black background. So, right click, blending mode, you're going to go to darken, and then you can kind of rotate it a bit depending on what kind of you want in the background. Like that's kind of cool, or you can rotate it if you want to do like something different. But yeah, so that's how you do black. It's basically that. You have the black one and you manage for it to work, you can just follow the same thing that I'm doing now, but without, you know, this part, the white background. So this is for any other color. You want to scale it up. You would put it in between the After Effects logo and the background. Also put the background on like 40 or 50 opacity, something like that. And then you want to right click on this, blending mode, add, rotate it a bit, scale it up, and there you go. Now, for two colors, you're going to go back to change the color. You're going to put it on here. From white, it should already be in white. You're going to put hue and saturation. And then basically, you just want to choose the color you want, and you can change the lightness if you want a little bit, but... Alright, so, now that I'm done with that, also what you can do, if you want more accurate background color thing, you can go ahead and duplicate this, by the way, and you can change the rotation and scale a bit for the different color. But yeah, if you want to, what you can go ahead and do is you can go back to your pre-comp that has like the very beginning one for your After Effects logo. You do your 2 color. You're gonna copy this. You should just be able to press Control C, and then go back here and Control V. That should be pretty much the same color. Do the same thing for the top here. Change the color to Control C. Okay, top one. paste that in there. Now, what you want to do is this doesn't necessarily look that good, you know. So, first off, you want to go to your masks here, press M on your very first layer, and press the arrow twice, so close it back, open it, and then select every single mask. And then you would change your mask feather to 5. Actually, you can just hold down Control and move it to like 5. And then mask expansion, you can do like -2. Press spacebar, so yeah, see how that looks a lot more smoother around the edges instead of, if we undo that, it just does not look as smooth. So yeah, it looks a lot more smoother around the edges, but coloring still kind of, you know, iffy. So, you want to add an adjustment layer, so Control-Alt-Y with nothing selected, and you want to go up here, CC Light, and you're going to grab Light Sweep, put it on that adjustment layer, type in 45 for the direction, and basically, you're going to put this like somewhere around here, top left kind of thing. You're going to do smooth, and then the color, you do whatever your primary color is, so you do blue. For your primary color, you're going to duplicate that and drag this thing over here. So now you have 2, one on the left, one on the right. And then for your secondary color, you're going to go to duplicate this again, and you're going to grab the color and put that in the middle. Once you have that now, you can select all of these on the left, and you change the width right, so you can kind of see color, but then you also want to turn down the sweep intensity. So it adds a little bit of a hue, but not much, but it kind of just fits the lighting better. And then you want to go ahead and copy your primary color, Light Sweep. You want to put that on the background layer and turn the width all the way up, hold down Shift and just move it all the way to the right. Turn up the sweep intensity a little bit, but you don't want the background to be too colorful. You want it to still be dark. And that's about it as far as like the main thing goes. Now, for little add-ons, you can do light rays. You can put that on the adjustment layer, and you can kind of move this around maybe on some of these like bubbles or whatever, and then color from source, and then just choose, you know, that color obviously, and then you can do, yeah, so here you can always change the color. So if you want to change the color, if you don't like it, this is really easy to do with when you did the change the color on the 2-colored one, because you can actually go up here, copy the color. So yeah, if you want to, you know, change the 2 color to like red or something, and then you just want to copy that color, and you can go back up here to your light sweeps, and you can just paste that in there, you know, paste that in there. And then if you go to this, paste that in there, and last but not least, you can paste it in here, and then now it's all red. So you can kind of mess around with the colors, do whatever you want, but I'm just gonna think I'm just gonna keep it this color, or, you know, you can always change it. Alright, so once you're done with all this, choose like a, you know, frame in the middle here, kind of. Go to composition, save frame as file. Now, at first it might pop up like this as a Photoshop file, but that's fine. You just want to go to wherever you want to save it, type in the name, and then it will take you to the render queue. You want to change Photoshop to PNG sequence up here at format. Press OK, and render. And it should only take a half second because it is just a photo. And here you are. So yeah. Alright, so that's about it. I will put the user I got this tutorial from in the description, also with the link to the After Effects logo and the background logos, or the background images, and all of that. Everything you need for this, so it's completely free, no plugins, no nothing. It's not, amazing, but it's pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, thanks for watching, see ya.